pulling up. What's up? Okay.
That's why I get so upset when I hear television commentators talking about what's wrong with the black family. Why can't the black family get it together? And the fault of our society is the black family. The black family is a miracle. The black family is a gift from God. We have spent 500 years as a nation trying to destroy the black family. Don't tell me there's a problem with the black family. God has preserved the black family. We need to honor the work of God in preserving the black family.
Since like at what point in time, like when in history did they start doing that prayer?
Happy Black History Month. Thank y'all so much for checking out day 3 of our experience at the Black Star Line Festival. We dipped out of the city for this episode to head out to a coffee village in Ghana, and I'm super excited about what's coming up. So y'all be sure to check this out. Stay tuned, and if you want to support more content like this, please check out our Patreon. We appreciate you all. Keep that coffee black. We out. Peace.
Morning of us going to the coffee farm. I'm a little bummed this morning. I had a lot of video interviews yesterday from the time at the summit. It was really dope. Memory card weirded out. I had to format it, so I lost some interviews. So if I did interview yesterday, hopefully I see you sometime around while we're in the city. I'd love to, connect more on your story, but we're heading out to farms today. It's looking like maybe like a 5 or 6 hour drive out. And then we'll try to get back tonight, but I'll see how it goes. I'm really excited to see and learn more about the world of Ghanaian coffee, West African coffee in general. It sounds like, according to some of the homies out here, that the person we'll be meeting, her name's Benedicta, that she's experimented some with Liberica, which is a coffee species that my friend Steven Zinnerman told me about from the Coffee Enthusiast. We talk about how there's all these different coffee species in West and Central Africa that aren't being cultivated in mass, and one of the things I want to learn about is like how we can support the ownership of those things within the African continent, and not, if things go like they normally do, a lot of these not newer, they're really old, but like undeveloped species, may end up getting taken out of the continent, and you know how it goes. So looking forward to learning more about that. I'm gonna try to charge up a little bit. Hopefully we get a chance to eat some breakfast. Chopped breakfast, I believe is the term. But I keep y'all tuned. Keep the coffee black. Peace.
Well, Michael, driver extraordinaire. You know what I mean? Pro with it. About to head out, check out some coffee. Excited, man.
No sugar, no cream. No cover my dreams. Breathe. No sugar, no cream. No cover my dreams. Breathe. No sugar, no cream. No cover my dreams. Breathe. No sugar, no cream. No cover my dreams. Breathe.
We'll grab some breakfast. Welcome to Wakanda, bro. It's crazy. Oh. Sheesh, that view is, bro.
We received support from ITC to visit some countries like Uganda, Angola. From there, we get to interact with cooperatives. We like the new cafe. We moved across the country, coffee producing areas. So from there, we made contacts. We learned their methods, how they are able to manage their cooperatives, and we use this as a guide to also manage our cooperatives over here. So yeah.
That's dope. And share what you were saying about the strategy for deciding on when that y'all were teaching the farmers on deciding when the cherries are ripe.
Okay, so we prefer to bring knowledge from abstract to real life situations where they can relate, easy to understand and implement, so that the learning outcomes will be as you expect. So we use a Brix meter to check sugar levels of the ripening of the coffee. We put them from green to overly ripe. So we check the Brix, then we make them know that when it's from this color upwards is when you should pick. And to make it more interesting, we also give them colors, the ripened colors in nail polish, where they polish their nails. So as you are picking and you are looking at the nail polish color, it guides you as to the colors of the cherries to pick. That shows that they are ripe. So you get to pick the right cherry.
Hey, that's cool as a mug, bro. I was saying too, like that kind of reminds me of what Ture YG was teaching me about what they say with farmers in Guji, because people are pastoralists, and so they, are used to herding cows, and they'll say pick it when it's, I don't know what the Ormifa language is, but it's pick it when it's the blood of bull, or when it looks like the color. And folks have been doing this generations, so what that color is. It's culturally contextual. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's really dope to see like people taking culturally contextual explanations and knowledge that people are already aware of and making that connect to some of the more scientific descriptions that we see in coffee. Sheesh. That's crazy. All right, so we are at the village before we get to the coffee farm. I'm not sure the name of it. What's the name of this village? Boeta. So we're at Boeta. And yeah, man, just checking it out, hanging out the space. You know what I mean? Got a good nap in. We'll be heading up there. We're going to ride some motorcycles up to the top of the village, because I learned my lesson in Gucci, bro. I'm not built for these mountains yet. Pulling up. What's up? Okay.
That's why I get so upset when I hear television commentators talking about what's wrong with the black family. Why can't the black family get it together? And the fault of our society is the black family. The black family is a miracle!
So what was the prayers? What did they do every time they harvest?
The black family is a gift from God. We have spent 500 years as a nation trying to destroy the black family. Don't tell me there's a problem with the black family. God has preserved the black family. We need to honor the work of God in preserving the black family.
Since like at what point in time, like when in history did they start doing that prayer?
Actually, I cannot tell. Okay, prayers actually started from our forefathers and all that.
Okay.
Actually,
But people in general, when you're harvesting something,
yes,
you pray
we
first.
thank God for good harvest.
So that's crazy, because when we were in Ethiopia, they said it's like a 2,000-year-old coffee blessing that they say. It's actually on my arm right here, but it's Bunafina Gea Hendabina.
Oh, okay.
It means may your house lack no coffee nor peace.
Wow.
So like seeing them pray after hearing that, it's like, hallelujah, you know what I mean? That's the plan. So in the States, in black culture, African American culture, when people clean up, they play music too. They be dancing, doing stuff.
It removes the mind from the stress of the work, so you get to enjoy the tedious work in some way, some form. So
Absolutely.
I mean, you get to cover a lot of grounds.
Plus, when we were during slavery, like slaves used to sing songs as they picked cotton. You know what I mean?
I think it's the same concept.
It's African, man. Yeah. That's where a lot of music and all that stuff. It's coffee? Yeah. These are big leaves.
Yeah, Robusta has big leaves.
Oh. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. So Arabica technically is it's the child of Eugeneoides and Robusta, correct?
I know it's a species on its own.
Yeah, I think it's a species of Arabica and Robusta.
Nah, I'm sorry. Robusta and Eugenioides.
Okay, I actually don't know. There is a genealogy they call it. I only know there are different species.
Yeah.
The Robusta, which is actually Senectilia.
Yeah. And then you got Conifera,
Yeah.
Liberica. I heard you were doing some experimentation with Liberica. You grew some?
I last year's harvest. Yeah, I think I have a pack. I may have a pack somewhere.
Yeah, yo, if you got a sample pack, I'm trying to taste that. I heard it. What did it taste like? How did it cup?
I'm not very good at cupping myself, but
Hey, look, we can help each other out. I'm good at cupping. I'm not good at growing. So we can trade skills, you know what I mean?
I'm actually not good at cupping and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I do. I like the roasting,
That's cool.
the farm. Yeah.
That's how my wife is kind of like that. Like, she doesn't really like to do the barista stuff. She just likes to roast.
Yeah.
So she'll roast and then I'll cup it and tell her like, hey, let's change this, or, you know. So you married? When you marry a barista. Then y'all be a power team, you know? Oh, man. Cocoa. Has the cocoa already been harvested?
Yes, the season is over. But we might get some at the top. So you can taste if you want to.
Oh, yeah. Definitely trying to taste the cocoa. It's a cocoa pot. Crazy. Sheesh. Robusta coffee cherries that were left over from harvest. The leaves are really big, yo. It's fire compared to Arabica. It's fire. Where we at right now?
Yeah, DZOGBEDO.
Okay.
One of the coffee farming communities.
Okay.
But don't drink it. Yeah.
Hey.
No, yeah, you normally are supposed to drink bath for this thing.
Okay.
Give it.
Take yours and
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you so much.
She was asking whether they should bring Michael one.
You're welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having us here, brother. Yeah. Salam alaikum. So these are bees. Is that a beehive?
yeah, no, the hives there, but
I would have rejected
they come around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just to drink some. I mean, I see them doing it. Hey, here, Mlo.
Is that the pear that you brought? That's the pear or the
Avocado pear.
oh, I almost asked if that was chats. Well, I don't think they do chats on the west side. Silopia? It's a spicy.
Yeah, I would WhatsApp you there. I'll search the Google image and WhatsApp you. So we grow a lot here. Grow a lot.
So many crops, yeah, man. It's rich soil.
Use to dry.
For the coffee, what's the difference
and-
between cocoa, because a lot of the coffee mats are mesh, right?
Yeah, in other countries.
But cocoa, you want to use something flat?
No, that is it. It's like using the
Whatever's there.
resources that
are
you
there.
have to create something that you would serve a need. So we use it. We have a lot of palm, so we just get the nylon threads and weave and use them.
This is
But-
dope, man.
Yeah. The mesh is not easily accessible, and the
And
cost.
it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's really expensive. So, and this is locally, you can find this locally, like,
Yeah, they cut it from the palm trees.
oh, so,
And,
okay.
And weave it themselves.
That's dope. That's dope, yo. Dang. Man, how you feeling right now, family? Yeah, this is so cool. Thank you so much. Akwe. There we go. Akwe. Yeah. Huh? Akwe. Akwe. Akme. Be? Is it be? Be?
We'll take it like that.
Be?
Are you sure your great grandfather is not an Ewe?
Hey.
Me.
Me. Oh, there we
Slow
go.
down. It's like a
Me.
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 Yeah, think of rap.
Okay.
Are you okay? Yeah. So we can.
They getting no fufu?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. They getting no fufu ready. Cocoa here.
Cocoa pods.
Yeah.
We leave it out to dry.
And then once it's
Burn
dry,
it. We burn it. The ash become potash that we use as a medium for making black soup.
okay.
We mix it with oil
Ooh,
on fire and use to make black soup.
black soup. I ain't never heard of that. That's fire.
Soap.
Soap. Black soap. Okay. Yeah. They turn the thing, the ash of the cocoa pod into African black soap. I didn't know that's what that came from. It's crazy. The natural process Robusta, you were telling me about some other experimental joints y'all doing?
Yeah, we tried the honey processed
Ooh.
Robusta this year.
Okay. Y'all got some samples?
Yeah, we just did a little.
Okay.
Because of the machine didn't arrive at
In
the
time.
peak season. So yeah, we
Man.
just did a little to try out the machine. Then next year we go full scale micro lots on the
But I
honey
want to
process.
try the you got some though? That's what I'm trying to see. Do you got some though?
Yeah, there's a little. So
A little.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would ask a mama to bring it.
I'm gonna call dibs on the little, you know what I mean? That's us. That's we. Yeah. Make coffee black again. You know what it is, man. We over here in Ghana right now. Turning up is crazy, seeing the community. You feel me? It's love. It's love. It's black. It's beautiful. You feel me? Pretty farm right now. Just harvested a little bit. My first harvest. So it was very, very cool. Thank y'all for letting me participate. Excited to see and learn more, man.
It's hot.
Yeah, so
Pepper,
Alligator, Nigeria, alligator pepper.
from
I know
Nigeria,
Negro pepper.
Negro pepper, the black. Okay. Agumatakwi.
This is a woman. He's an account. His tongue doesn't tune to other languages.
Yeah.
He's an account origin. This is the Ewe origin. He's versatile.
Momo. In there, man.
Cherry, whether it's 12 and under before we hold the whole bag. So because we don't have a small sample hauling machine, we do it manually first. So that
That's dope.
I can test the moisture content.
So you were telling me that like the coffee that's growing here is indigenous.
Yes, it's actually to Ghana, Robusta.
Yeah.
It's indigenous.
So when the British were here and they were exporting coffee, were they also exporting Robusta or were they planting Arabica and then asking for that to be harvested?
Actually, there's a type they call Nyawuli.
Okay.
Then
So you said they were doing more Robusta
more Robusta,
And then-
some Arabica.
and the Arabica was brought here to be planted.
Yes.
Okay.
The Germans brought it.
The Germans brought it.
So that they can drink some.
Okay. I didn't know the Germans occupied here.
Yeah, this side actually is more German.
Interesting. And so then there was a time called what?
DZOGBEDO. This is DZOGBEDO, but the main town is Quetta.
Okay. Yeah. So it was Robusta for a long time.
Yeah.
And then the Germans brought some Arabica.
Yeah, just for their own personal tasting, but they started growing it. Just at the weather conditions in terms of it was more ripe in the rainy season, so it was very hard to dry.
Oh yeah, hard
So
to
there
harvest.
they discontinued it because of drying issues.
Okay.
And they also pursued coffee that could give more yield.
Yep.
And the Robusta was given that. So.
Wow. So question, like what do people consume coffee here historically, or has it just been grown but in the wild but not harvested? So pre-colonialism, were people consuming coffee in Ghana?
Previously, our forefathers, our grandfathers even were consuming, but as the time went by, interest went down. So,
Interesting.
Yeah, but some people still consume. Some households still do.
So when they consume it in Ghana indigenously, how is it prepared?
They actually boil it. They
Okay.
boil it. So
That's
they,
dope.
they hand mill it like this. They roast it, open fire, they pound, and then they boil.
And then they strain.
Yeah.
Okay, just wow. Are there any like museums or anything where we could see some like pre-colonial coffee tools or mechanisms?
Currently, I have no idea about that. Maybe I would have to check with Cocoa
Yeah, that
Board,
sounds interesting.
because they also used to do a lot. They do a lot of things. They are the regulators, so they might have some of these things in their research institute. That's
gonna
what
see.
I see. But I have no idea.
I know I'm asking a million questions. I'm just very curious. This is dope. Oh, thank you so much for sticking around toward the end of the vlog. Also, my dryer is running, so it's a very annoying sound. But this is the end of day 3 of us being in Ghana and attending the Black Star Line Festival. It's a really special episode. I just want to say thank you, especially to our Patreon supporters. They make this possible. If you don't know, every week I try to post a vlog about our experiences going through Africa, our experiences reclaiming coffee, our experiences building a black community and reclaiming black futures through this thing that everybody loves called coffee, and, you know, using our culture to be a part of that. Music, art, photography, you know, the skills that we have. And yeah, our Patreons get this episode first normally, but because it is Black History Month, I wanted you guys just to see a bit of what they get access to, the full unedited vlog. And yeah, I also wanted to say a special thank you to Driven Entertainment. The song you heard at the beginning of the vlog is a collaboration. It's the first track. It's the introduction to a project we've been working on for 2 or 3 years with them, alongside Bend Don't Break. And the CEO, one of the CEOs of Driven, actually went to Ghana with me. Milan Cradle is a good friend of mine. You saw him behind the camera, on the camera a couple times during the trip. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to all the people who made this thing possible. Please go check out the Black Family Project. If you want to support the work we're doing, you can head over to coffeeblack.com. Please join the Patreon. Consider that it's one of the best ways to support. We're planning something called a Barista Exchange Program this year. I'll get into that later in a different episode. But yeah, Patreon is really how we're able to make these things happen, as well as everybody who supports by streaming the music, the documentaries, all those things. You know what I mean? So just wanted to say thank y'all. But we're getting ready to go. We got a lot of stuff going on. It's crazy in the city right now. If you don't know, I live in Memphis. Tyre Nichols was just assassinated, you know, this past month, and the video has come out, and so there's a lot of stuff going on. We're going to be donating $1. If you don't know, $1 from every bag of Gucci Mane we sell, which is our coffee. This is Gucci Mane. $1 from every bag goes to support the community in Gucci, so that's their equity in what we do, and then another dollar goes to the hood, to the anti-gentrification coffee club. So we do $2 to the communities we come from, and the money that normally goes to our coffee space in our community, where we do free coffee training, is actually going to go to the Tyre Nichols family and to the bail bond to support the people who are on the ground working to kind of make everything possible. So that's another great way to support. That'll be live for the rest of the month. We'll do $1 from every bag we sell to go back to those communities. So we appreciate you all. We love you all. And if you specifically want to support the farmers who are a part of this film, I want to shout out the Bean Masters. Benedicta was the young lady kind of walking us through the explanation of what was happening. You saw I asked her a million questions. And yeah, there we do have a special project we're doing to donate some money to that community as well. If you've seen our shirt that talks about coffee being a $460 billion industry, Africa only receiving 1%, even though coffee was discovered in Africa. Money from that is directly going back to that community to help support the purchase of different equipment and things they need to continue to grow in their craft as coffee growers and roasters and so on and so forth. So if you want to directly support that community, feel free to purchase one of those pieces. All this will be linked in the bio. And yeah, man, y'all keep that coffee black. Happy Black History Month. And thank y'all so much for watching.